How can Christians survive the Antichrist and his great tribulation without knowing his identity? How can you win a battle without knowing the identity of your opponent or his plans? It is like fighting a ghost. The good news is that the Antichrist is not a ghost but a physical man given power by Satan to bring the world to Satan's knees using the military mighty of his country. Revelation 13 verse 2 says, "And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion, and the dragon gave him his power, and his seat, and great authority." To Thessalonians verse 9 says, "The coming of the lawless one is according to the working of Satan with all power, signs, and lying wonders, and with all unrighteous deception among those who perish because they did not receive the love of the truth that they might be saved. And for this reason, God will send them strong delusion that they should believe the lie, that they all may be condemned who did not believe the truth but had pleasure in unrighteousness." Knowing that the Antichrist is not just a world leader but a world leader who receive power from Satan, help us identify this man and his plans, for we know Satan desire to be worshipped, and for that reason he will try to deceive believers into worshiping him and kill those who resist to worship him. We know as Christians that the easiest way to avoid being killed or persecuted by the Antichrist is to idolize, worship him, and receive his mark. But why risk God's wrath and spending eternity in hell? Simplify, because we are afraid of 3.5 years to 7 years of suffering. That, brothers and sisters, summarizes the entire end of times rule of Antichrist and his agenda. Thankfully, the Bible gave us a checklist that helps us identify this man. In this video, and next
2 to 4 videos to come, we
will be going through the main checklist of prophecies the Antichrist has to fulfill and see what world leader today has already fulfilled a lot on that list. Checklist number 1. Antichrist comes from the west. Daniel 8 verse 5 says, "And as I was considering, behold, and a goat came from the west on the face of the whole earth, and touched not the ground, and the goat had a notable horn between his eyes." As we know, geography in the Bible was written using the Bible Israel as the epicenter, and every country's location is written in relationship to Israel. Only the North American continent is exactly to the west of Israel. Knowing that only the United States has the military mighty to fit the military mighty of the Antichrist's country, that makes it more than likely that the Antichrist will come from the United States. Also, when Alexander the Great died, one of the 4 kingdoms that rose from his fallen empire
colonized the Great Britain
and United States came out of Great Britain, starting as small and going out conquering. Please like, share, and subscribe for part 3 to part 33.
According to an article published on Yahoo Finance on December 14, 2023, titled 13 Countries with the Most Overseas Military Bases, the United States, for instance, has more than 750 military bases across 80 countries, and has deployed nearly 175,000 soldiers in 159 countries of the world, which provides them a key edge over foes and the capability to remain within striking distance if a conflict was to break out. These military bases are a key factor that contribute to America's global hegemony and enable Washington to counter threats emanating from countries such as China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea. Is there any world country that matches the United States militarily? This is one of the reasons I believe it is the country referred to in the Bible that will rule the world in the end times. Whoever becomes the dictator of the United States, because is the dictator and king of the world. If I were the Antichrist, I would be fighting to seize control of the greatest military the world has ever known, so I can bring mankind to their knees.